What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a really cool little EDC flashlight to show you, and this one honestly surprised me in a pretty good way. This is the Manker E03H3, and if you're into small, feature-packed, everyday carry flashlights, this thing checks a lot of boxes. We're talking about a really compact size, really solid build quality, great output options, magnetic tail cap, rechargeable, and a ton of extras in the box that you don't normally see included with lights this size and price range. So in this video, we're going to break down the design, the features, the output, the modes, the accessories, and the overall EDC practicability, and I'll let you know who I think this light is really for. So let's get into it. Right out of the box, the first thing I noticed was just how solid this light feels in hand. For such a small flashlight, it feels really well built. The body has a really nice texture to it, it's not slippery, and the overall machining looks really clean and well done. Nothing feels cheap here at all. The orange finish, though not my favorite color in the world, looks pretty great here. It actually gives it a really nice pop of color, and it makes it easy to spot in a bag or in a pocket or drop it on the ground, and it honestly just looks pretty cool. If you like bright gear that stands out in your EDC rotation, this is a win. This is a size light where it really shines for an everyday carry. It's small, lightweight, and very pocket friendly. You can throw this in your pocket, backpack, pouch, sling, or even just clip it onto a hat or a headband and basically forget it's there. And for daily tasks, this compact size is just perfect. The light is activated by this button here at the top, and it honestly feels pretty good. It's clicky, responsive, and easy to find without looking for it. And that's something I always pay attention to EDC lights. A mushy button or a hard to find switch can completely ruin the experience, but this one feels pretty dialed in. It's easy to operate one-handed, and the placement makes sense whether you're using it normally or clipped to a backpack strap or in the pocket, or just using it as a headlamp. In-hand comfort is also really solid. It doesn't have any sharp edges, no hot spots or weird ergonomics. Everything feels smooth, rounded, and overall pretty comfortable. One of my favorite features is actually this removable deep carry pocket clip, and the fact that it can be mounted on either end of the light. That means you can carry it bezel up or bezel down depending on your preference. It's a pretty small detail, but that makes a pretty big difference in everyday flexibility. The clip itself is strong, has good retention, and it sits deep in the pocket if you have it mounted on the other side. But with the bezel up, you're kind of walking around with half the flashlight sticking out. It also works really great clipped to the brim of a hat if you want quick hands-free setup, which is super useful for working on stuff or just walking at night. However, with the angle of this flashlight, the beam will be pointed down instead of out like a normal light. However, you might actually find this useful, especially working on something right in front of you, like working on the engine bay of a car. Now let's talk about one of my favorite features on this light, and that's that magnetic tail cap. This magnet is strong, and it completely changes how useful this light is. You can slap it to a fridge, metal shelf, toolbox, car hood, breaker box, or any steel surface and instantly have hands-free lighting. For working on your car, setting up camp, doing electrical work, or just grabbing something from under the sink, this is insanely practical. Once you start using a magnetic tail cap light, it's really hard to go back. For EDC, this adds a ton of extra versatility without adding any extra size or bulk, which is exactly what I like to see. I've always been a big fan of adding magnets to the tail cap, but this one just takes it to another level. The magnet is crazy strong, almost too much, and once attached, it's staying there until you really need to use some force to remove it. When I first got this light, I posted about it online, and somebody commented they had the same light and used it to change a tire on their car one night, and they drove off and didn't realize they had left the light stuck to the wheel well until 20 minutes down the road. They stopped and found the light exactly where they left it. That's how strong this magnet is. Now this light comes with some extras in the box, and this is where this light really stands out. It comes with a ton of extra accessories, especially for something this compact. You get multiple lens caps that allow you to change the output color to white, red, or green, and that's pretty awesome. Red light is perfect for preserving night vision, reading maps, camping, or using around other people without blinding them. Green light works really great for outdoor use, hiking, and even some hunting applications. And having these options built in with just simple snap-on caps is super practical, and it's something you only see in more specialized lights. You also get a headband, which can turn this into a headlamp, and that really increases the versatility. So now you have pocket carry, magnetic work light, and a headlamp all in one compact package. This makes it perfect for travel, camping, hiking, bug-out bags, glove boxes, and even emergency kits. Let's talk about the output and modes, because this light gives you a really nice range for everyday use. You get multiple brightness levels that cover everything from a low usable indoor light all the way up to a powerful high mode that easily lights up a room, backyard, or trail. The lower modes are great for close-up tasks, reading, and conserving battery life, while the higher modes give you a little bit of a punch when you actually need some real illumination. The mode spacing also feels really well thought out. You're not jumping from barely usable to ridiculously bright. Everything feels smooth and practical. What's cool about this light is you can actually pick the moonlight mode you want, from 0.1 lumen to 1 lumen to 2.5 lumens. From there you go up to 45 lumens for low, 160 lumens for medium, 600 lumens for high, and 1200 lumens for turbo. The beam pattern is also very clean. You get a nice balance between flood and throw, which makes it pretty versatile for both indoor and outdoor use. This is not a pure thrower, and it's not a super floody work light either. It sits kind of right in that sweet spot for true everyday carry. Another huge win here for this light is that it's fully rechargeable. No disposable batteries, no hunting around for weird sizes. Just unscrew the tail cap, take out the battery, charge it up, and plug it back in, and you're good to go. For EDC, that's a pretty big deal. Being able to top it off in your car, at your desk, from a power bank, or even a solar charger makes this super convenient. It also makes this light so much more travel friendly and eco-friendly, which is always a big plus. Battery life has been pretty solid so far, especially when you're using one of those lower and medium modes, which is realistically what most people use every day. So how does this actually work as an EDC flashlight? Honestly, I would say pretty well. It's small enough that it disappears in the pocket, lightweight enough that you forget it's there, and it's versatile enough that you'll actually use it. Between the pocket clip, the magnetic tail cap, and the headlamp capability, and the color lens options, this light can adapt to almost any situation. Whether you're walking the dog, working on your car, camping, traveling, or just need a really solid daily flashlight, this thing fills the role extremely well. It's one of those lights that generally feel thought out rather than just thrown together. This light is a really great option for people who just want a really nice everyday carry light for backpackers, hikers, campers, mechanics, home DIY, emergency kits, or even travel setups. If you want one compact flashlight that does a little bit of everything, this one definitely deserves a look. Overall, I've been really impressed with this flashlight. It feels great in hand, the button is solid, the build quality is really nice, and the accessories are awesome, and the magnetic tail cap alone makes this extremely practical. For its size, it packs in a ton of functionality without being too complicated or bulky. If you're looking for a small, feature-rich EDC flashlight that can handle way more than just basic lighting tasks, this is a really solid option. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and drop a comment letting me know what flashlight you're carrying right now. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.